exciting things going on in our company. We just made a phenomenal launch. If you guys haven't already looked into your on your website with the new top-up. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce tonight's speaker, none other than our very own Regional Vice President, Mr. Brandon Ivy. Are you there?
Yes, I am, Lou. Can you hear me clearly?
Sure.
All right. Well, welcome to the call, everybody, and thank you, Lou, for doing the introductions, even though you're out in the middle of the sticks. No service up there. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you. And everybody, welcome. This is a Sunday evening live Power Team Marketing team call. And I always like to, every couple of months, take a review of what we're doing. And Lou, you know what? I'm going to get with you and Dr. Smith and think about this. I think on Sunday evenings, we have too much going on back to back to back. We have an open slot on Tuesdays where we may move our getting started training, and so that we only have two things happening, so more people will be able to participate. But I know it can be hard to sit down and go for 3 hours back to back. But we'll talk about that later. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. The team call is very important. In fact, it is the most important ingredient as to you having longevity in the business. What I mean by that is being a part of this type of a call builds camaraderie, it builds relationships, we're able to get to know each other, you're able to meet other people on the team. This is not a presentation, it's not really actually a training. It's more for recognition and a chance for you to introduce any new members that you have on your team. So it's very important, and each week, this call, the numbers should be going up and always going up because you have new people to introduce to the rest of the family. And for 2013, I don't think I've been getting that message out clear enough on how important this call is, and maybe as we have too many things going on, well, that's about to change because this is a very, very important call. So with that, I want to give everybody a chance. If you are brand new, you just signed up in the business, even in the last 2 weeks, go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from, and who your sponsor is if you're brand new. Is there anybody? Or if you are a go ahead.
This is Lou. I have two brand new reps as brand new Diamond members as of yesterday. They just got into the business, very excited. Mr. David Gibson out of Atlanta, and then Tamira Wright out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Two brand new Diamond members, one is Diamond Power Bank, so I'd like to definitely welcome them to our vitel family.
Fantastic. Welcome to the team. Anybody else?
Yes, my name is Barbara Davis. I'm from Washington. I've been in vitel 3 weeks. I have 18 diamonds.
Wait, say it again. 18 diamonds?
Yeah. I had just started 6 more and got 12 more tomorrow.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, Barbara. You've been hearing my message. I said I want to see massive action, and that's exactly what you want to do if you want to have great success. Your first 30 days is the most important, and you only got started less than a month ago, and you qualified for the $1,000 bonus multiple times. If you just brought in 6 people, then that means you just got an extra $2,000 bonus coming to you next week. So congratulations, Barbara. You know what, real quick, I want you to share with everybody, just this, what you're doing, how you're taking massive action.
Well, I came from North American Power, and I had an awesome team. And what I did was I called my downline and I said, I found a program that is so amazing, and it is a family. It's not like you have to step on top of each other to get to the top. Everybody works hard to get there together, and that's what I love about vitel. I love the product. I love the camaraderie. I love the training, the staff. You guys were there for me when I had no Wi-Fi. Oh my God, it's been crazy. And I just talked to my team and I said, look, just come with me. I'll help you. You help me. We'll all get stuff, and it has been an amazing ride.
Well, congratulations on your success. And by default, I know you already got promoted to team leader, but you'll be getting promoted to area sales manager very quickly at this pace. So you're on a very good pace to get to that $1,000 a month residual income, just 50 people on your team. I think you'll probably do that before this month is out. So good job, Barbara. All right, anybody else? Anybody else? Well, I have 3. I'm not sure if they're on, but I also got the $1,000 bonus last week, and the 3 people that I enrolled were David Ford, and also Brad Morphus, and Charles Nuno. Charles, I actually went to high school with, so that's one of the first times somebody that I actually know, in my own city that joined the business. So Charles Nuno is the 3rd. And has anybody that you guys might not have, they're not on the line, but you might have sponsored somebody over the past week or 2. If you have, go ahead, state your name, and then let us know who you sponsored and where they're from.
My name is John Derwin.
Welcome, John.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Where are you from?
Resources sponsored me.
Fantastic. Where are you from, John?
I'm Louisiana.
Louisiana. Welcome to the team.
All right, thank you.
All right, anybody else?
Yeah, he's also a diamond power pack breaker.
Yeah, you gotta specify. Those years are go home, you know what I'm saying? Hey, there's a difference between agent and diamond power pack. Now, John, here's what you want to do. You want to take full advantage of you being a diamond power pack. You just heard what Barbara did. She's going to get $2,000 check next week because she brought 6 people in the business. So if you're able to bring just 3 more diamond power packs in by Thursday, you'll have $1,000 coming to you next week.
Buddy, I'm going to do that.
That's what I'm talking about. Great. Anybody else?
Yes, I also have Donald Palmer. He came in as platinum, and I have Quincy Wade. He came in as he's a diamond. He actually upgraded to diamond. So
Fantastic.
That's my 3.
All right, Rich, making it happen. You want to get that regional sales manager. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there soon.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Anybody else?
Hey, can you believe I had to use a house phone to get on this thing? My cell phone doesn't work like that.
Really? So you were having a problem getting into the call?
Well, no, I didn't have a problem on the house line because I could push my button. But the phone I have, after I'm on it for a few minutes, the keypad goes away and you can't unlock it. It's just like,
Oh, wow. I actually know what you're talking about.
more special, babe.
Time to get one of the vitel phones now. Upgrade yourself.
Absolutely, I'm ordering one.
Fantastic. So is anybody else? Anybody that's brand new, or you sponsored somebody this week? All right, let's move on. There's a couple of things I want to cover, and we're not going to be on late tonight, guys. There's a couple of things I want to go over, though. Number 1 is being qualified. This is very, very important. You will not get paid until you're qualified. I'm not talking about fast start bonuses. I'm talking about the reason why we're all here, which is residual income. The fastest way to get yourself qualified, since it's based on volume, a platinum member has to have $50 worth of retail sales outside of themselves, and a diamond has to have $100 of retail sales outside of themselves. That could be a combination of all of your products that you're selling adds up to it. The fastest way is what gives you the most volume, and that's the Vitel Benefits Network. There's a reason why I preach. You want to have 3 VBN customers and get them out the way the moment you get started. It doesn't matter if you actually want to use the VBN product. You can when you need to. You never know if your car breaks down. You never know if you need legal representation. You never know if you want to save money on a hotel. It doesn't matter. What matters is it gets you qualified for your volume so that you can get paid on your entire organization. I had one person tell me this, Brandon, I have no use for the VBN. My wife uses Amazon.com, and I've used Travelocity and Priceline, and I've got AAA. I'm also in the MCA. I forgot I was in that one. So I don't need the services. So I'm not going to get it. And I asked him a question. I said, if I had the same mentality as you, and I said, I'm not going to get the VBN either, what happens to my paycheck? Well, I guess you don't get paid. So I said, so if you were me, would you allow yourself to miss out on more than 5 figures in the month because you personally said you didn't have a value used for a $49 product? Would you let $49 stop you from making 5 figures? No. I said, then you need to go get the VBN. Okay? Understand the real value of it. It's got great services, but that's not the value of it. It's the fastest way to get yourself qualified. And you only need to get 2 customers outside of yourself. So if you think like a business person, I tell this story all the time. I talk about the guy who wanted to open up a donut shop. And he needed a loan to do so. So he goes into the bank and he takes a box of donuts with him. He wanted to take his product with him for the loaner to test it out. And he gave the loaner the box of donuts. That's like giving them the BBN. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't care how great it tastes. What are the numbers? What's the value of this? Well, here's the value. What he should have said was, my donuts are going to equate to this much money in earning that I have. This is how fast I will be able to pay off this loan with interest. That's all a business person thinks. Same thing here. It's the fastest way to get you qualified. It's not the only way, it's just the fastest. So if you're here to make some money, the VBN is not optional. It's mandatory. 2 other customers, my brother and my mother-in-law, and guess what? I'm paying you. It's a gift from me. Why are you paying $100, Brandon? Because it allows me to earn 5 figures a month. Right? Think like a business owner. The next thing we want to cover is getting familiar with the new prepaid pop-up system. Now there is a couple of more tweaks still being added to it. Also, some of the countries they're still being populated with their carriers. But this is huge. This is something we've been waiting for over 6 years. You're able. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Muted.
You're able to now sign up anybody in any of those countries that's on the list and have a product for them. See, we didn't really have that before. Now you do. And 70% of people overseas have a prepaid cell phone. They all have cell phones, and 70% of them are prepaid. So you don't even have to sign them up as a customer. You just redirect where they're paying their bill, and you're going to have a huge hit. So if you've got teams in Mexico, if you went to saw the drop-down menu for Mexico, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, you got those carriers like Movistar, Claro, Chio. A lot of them I've never heard of before, of course. A lot of them are owned by Carlos Slim. The bottom line is you now can sign up people in a different country, and they actually have a product that they can use and tell their friends about. And here's what's going to happen. If we have a country, let's say Mexico, hint, Barbara, you have Mexico, and Mexico starts to feel real big, then what the company is doing is we're going to have an international launch. It's going to be a targeted one. And we're going to start off with one country at a time. And we're going to choose whichever country has the most momentum that's growing. And we have a leader there that we can work with. Then we will specifically target that country for products in that country. Like they have their own version of a vitel benefits network, or the Wi-Fi hotspot, or be able to pay all their bills in those countries, which actually we can do. We have the power to pay some of the cell phone bills in a different country. So All of that is huge for whoever takes advantage of it right now. So go back to your website and play with it so you know how to get to it. You get to that page not through your back office, but your home page. Please, please, please. I don't know why people won't do this. I thought it was second nature to me. When I signed up in this business, I went to my website and clicked on every single tab that allows me to click on it. So I see what everything is and what it does. Instead of picking up the phone and calling my sponsor and asking her a million questions about how do I do this, how do I do that. I am not a dependent person. In fact, if I ever have to be dependent, it like goes against my nature. Like something's wrong here. My sponsor brought me in the business, thank you, and move out the way. So I spent the weekend clicking on every single tab on the home page and back office. I encourage you to do so. You'll see where the products are. You'll see your compensation plan, because we just don't have the time during the presentation and even some trainings to go over every detail in the compensation plan and how many ways you get paid. No, that's for you to take on your own time. We made it easy for you. We have PowerTeamMarketing.com, where we have all the steps, and we made videos on it step by step, and how to market online and offline, and all the tools you can use. I've never been in a company or part of a team that has provided as much resources as we have. And it's even been debated if we should, especially if people aren't going to use them, because I still get the same phone calls from people who still ask me the same questions as if we don't even have the tools available. I've even had people quit, and their reasoning for quitting is they say they're not getting support from their upline. And I'm like, did you even read your welcome email when you came into the business? No. Well, of course, it tells you exactly what to do. So this is your business. Please take the time to click on everything on the tab. We have new stuff up there. Get familiar with it. Where do I go to order my iPhones? How does that work? We have a new capture page that's going to be coming out this week. And the capture page is going to have the $35 unlimited talk and text video on the capture page. And this is real big. I have a Latino organization here in LA, and they went and got 5,000 business cards. And all they're going to do is stamp their website on the back of I'm sorry, not business cards, postcards. And they're going to stamp their name on the back of the postcard and go out there to the neighborhood and just pass them out to everybody. And then the website link they're going to have on it is going to take people directly to their $35 unlimited capture page, so that when they fill out information to know more, they now are in their mailing list. And so that's an ingenious thing. They have a bunch of postcards they're going to pass out. Many different ways you can market, but you want to be familiar with your website so that you don't have to ask your upline or anybody else for help or for questions. And you now can help your own downline. And you want to be empowered. The worst thing is that you're always saying, I don't know to the downline. You want to know 90% of the phone calls that I receive in the business, and this is what's going to lead into the next thing, three-way calling. I love to do three-way calls because that is the money train right there. Three-way calls is the backbone of the business. Unfortunately, most of the calls that I get have to do with everything but three-way calls. I need help with this. Can you show me that? I forgot my password. I don't know. I didn't get an email back from corporate. This didn't work for me. I'm customer support and everything. That's what people use me for. And at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, I am a rep just like you. I just happen to be your upline. But I will point you in the right direction, get you the information. But the phone calls that I want to take is a phone call or a text where somebody says, Brandon, I've got somebody who looked at vitelwebinar.com and they want to know more about the business. Are you available for a three-way? So how do we do three ways? Because I can tell who makes the most money by who's putting the most people on the phone with me. They go hand in hand. The more people you put on the phone with me or anyone in your upline, the more money you're going to make. I'm not here to do three ways for the entire organization. It's to duplicate so that you can do three-ways for your organization and your team. So we're going to teach this. So the first thing, the step on this is, you do not ambush somebody, do a three-way call. Like, Brandon, I'm going to shoot you a number. Can you call this person and tell them about the business? No. That's a no-no. That's not duplicatable. Or call me up, Brandon, I've got this guy on the line right now. Tell him about the business. No. I'm trying to put a piece of chicken in my mouth. No. That's not what you do. You always want to qualify them first. Let them watch the presentation. vitel.webinar.com. Let them watch the presentation. After they watch the presentation, you ask them, do you want to know more information about it? Yeah, I got some questions. Great. I'm brand new. I'm going to put you on the line with the expert who's going to answer all your questions for you. You must edify the person you're going to be having them speak to. Someone says, well, what does edification mean? Edification means talking good about somebody else, to lift someone else up. Because the person that you're trying to recruit has no idea who you're putting them on the phone with. Therefore, they are whoever you say they are. If you act like, oh, I got to put you on the line with my buddy, we went to high school together, then how do you think your recruit is going to look towards your upline now? As one of the guys, one of the gals. So you want to be professional about it. You say, well, I don't know anything about my upline. This is where I'm going to teach you a trick here that works 100% of the time. It always captures all four personality traits: the shark, the dolphin, the urchin, and a whale. So if you have pen and pad, write this down. I'm going to give you the basic script. I am going to put you on the phone with a person who has 100% of the information. You just covered the urchin. They're having a whole lot of fun. You just covered the dolphin. They love to help people. You just covered the whale. And they're making a whole lot of money. You just covered the shark. That person's name is so-and-so. And you tell them their rank in the company if they have a rank. One thing that, when we first got started years ago, my friends and I, we were in the same rank, we used to edify each other. We do each other's three-way calls. Our upline wasn't available. And we practiced, we mastered that. So if you say those four things, I'll say it again in case somebody missed it. I want to put you on the phone with someone who has those 100% of the facts. Cover the urchin. Love to have fun. Cover the dolphin. They love to help people. You covered the whale. And they're making a whole lot of money. You covered the shark. Their name is so-and-so. This person doesn't have a lot of time. They're always on the calls helping other team members. But we don't have a lot of time. I'm going to see if I can get him or her on the line with you. And I'll get right back to you. Then what you do is you text or call the upline without your prospect on the phone. See, we can't be seen as desperate, always on call. We're busy. We've got things to do. We're making some money. So don't have them on the line and say, hold on, I'm going to call them on three-way real quick and I'll see if I can get them. And then you call me up and say, hey, I got so-and-so on the other line. Hold on, let me bridge them over. No. That's not professional. This is almost like an interview. You want to treat it like an interview. Is that important? We pick and choose who we do business with, not whoever wants to join our team. When you have that type of mindset, the quality of people in your business will change. If you're willing to accept anybody who has 49 or 69 or 250 bucks, you're always going to get a certain type of people. But if you qualify and say, I pick and choose who I want on my team, you're going to have a better quality of people that join. Now, when I say understand that I'm not saying that someone's bad or not. I'm speaking in a business sense. This is business, nothing personal. Different people have different mindsets about business, and you want people with the right mindset. You want a barber on your team who understands there's a lot of money on this table. I'm not playing. What am I waiting for? Let me just open my mouth and start talking to people. That's it. So, now that you've edified, you text the upline, say, yeah, I'll be available at 2 o'clock. You get back to your recruit, say, listen, the only time I'm not available is at 2 p.m. Make sure you're ready. And please don't embarrass me. That's what I do. I tell them that. Don't embarrass me. And so they know that this is serious. This isn't just, let's wait till commercial and then we'll do the phone call. Try to fit you in somewhere. No, this is important. A lot of times people are already closed in the business before the call's even over because of how it's being handled. So now that you've got the three-way going, all you do is introduce each other and then you be quiet. You don't say anything else. Let the upline expert do all the talking. You close it out. Now, if you are the upline expert, you're not doing a presentation on a three-way call. You're not doing a presentation. All you're doing is building a relationship. Anybody who's ever done a three-way call with me, you always know, I always say, so tell me, what do you do for a living? What are you currently doing right now? Oh, I'm in such and such a company. Great, how well are you doing with it? I'm doing all right. The reason why I ask those questions is because I am now getting a sense of who they are, how big they are, if they are or not, so I know what to say. And then afterwards, I say again, after they tell me all about them, so what was it that you liked about vitel? You saw the presentation. I let them tell me about it. If they start talking about, I'm ready to sign up right now, we're signing them up right now. So I said, that's great. How do I get started? Glad you asked that question, and I'll walk you through it. Well, they say, yeah, it sounded good, but I've got some questions. I have about a 2-question rule. I never spend longer than 10 minutes on a three-way, preferably 5. So I'll answer a couple questions, and then when it seems like, because when you ask one question, one question can lead into 5 more questions, which can each lead into 5 more questions. So you end up doing a presentation. No. I'll answer 2 questions, 2 basic questions. And I say, listen up. This is what I want you to do. There is a live webinar presentation taking place tonight. I need you to clear your calendar, clear your schedule, and be on this call at 10 p.m. tonight. You will see a detailed presentation of what our business is about, more detailed than the recording you saw. And it will answer 90% of the questions you have. And then next time we get on the call together, we can really get to the meat and potatoes. So we'll talk after the presentation tonight. So look what just happened here. You didn't invite your recruit to the webinar. The upline leader invited your recruit to the webinar. Do you realize that if you personally invite somebody to a webinar, you have a 30% chance that they will actually show up? A 70% chance that they won't show up and will tell you something came up. When's the next one? I'll be on the next one. But if your upline invites them to the webinar, you have a 75% chance that that person will actually show up. Why? It's human nature, it's psychology. Your friend knows that if you invite them to something and they don't show up, you'll still be friends. They know that. But if some stranger invites them, their reputation's on the line here. They're not going to look like a fool in front of somebody they don't know. It's funny how this happens. They'll do like a fool in front of you. But they're not, first impressions is everything. They're going to put their, like going to an interview. I said I was going to be there. How's he going to look if I don't show up? This person will never look at me with respect. So they're always going to put their best foot forward for someone else than you. I can't count how many times my wife says I'm always there for one of the people on the team before I'm there for her. Because I know if I don't do something my wife wants me to do, she's still going to be here at night. It's human nature. Men, you know what I'm talking about. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So let your upline do the inviting for you, and you'll increase the number of people that you've been talking to that will actually show up to a presentation. And one person said, Brandon, it's not working for me. I invited 40 people and only one person showed up. How many three-ways did you do? None. I just told people. See, I learned this lesson when I first joined network marketing. I invited over 200 people over to my house, and my upline said, okay, let's get them on the phone with me so I can confirm them. And I was like, have you lost your mind? They don't know you. They know me. They don't want to talk to you. They'll show up because I invited them. And out of 200 people I invited, only 4 people showed up. Me, my roommate, my sponsor, and the person doing the presentation. And my roommate still didn't sign up. Go figure. Because my roommate looked at that and said, wow, if Brandon can't get 200 people here and none of them showed up, I know I'm not going to be able to. And I did it all wrong. I ruined it for him because I didn't do it the right way. Now, you do not interrupt during the three-way call. In fact, it's a training session for you. You're listening so that you learn how to do three-way calls for your downline. Listen to what I say and how I say things. And it's a simple script that I follow. I want to know who they are and what they're about. I want to know why they like vitel. And then I want to invite them to a presentation if they're not ready to sign up. That's it. That's all I do. I'm not on the line for 30 minutes or an hour or 45 minutes. I don't have time for that. There's somebody else I got to talk to. Got to keep it moving. There's only 24 hours a day, and once you reach, 1,000, 2,000 people on your team, it's impossible to be on the phone for 24/7. Now, my wife is getting upset with me now about the amount of time I'm sitting on the phone. Especially when it's non-productive stuff. It's simple stuff. It's just easier to call me than figure it out for yourself. But I'm always there. I will always be there to help everybody. Well, I'm not complaining about that. But who I will spend the most time with is the people who just go out there and get things done. They're the first people I respond to. So I'm going to unmute the line. And I want to see if anybody has any questions. Answer their questions, and then we're going to go ahead and dismiss. So 1 second here.
Unmuted.
All right, does anybody have any questions?
Sure, I have a question.
Yes, state your name. Where you calling from?
This is Queen A's from Cincinnati, Ohio. I just like if I'm in for someone and, they might be interested in it or, some sort, like, not too familiar with it, and if I need to talk to, one of my upliners, like if I had actually called you or so, what I'm really trying to say is, like, if I am sitting there and they need to speak with someone else, what should I do?
This is what you do. Before you even do that meeting, you know you're going to be meeting with somebody, then shoot your upline a message and say, hey, listen, just to be prepared, I'm going to be meeting with somebody, and I may bring you on the phone. That's what you do. So let somebody know ahead of time that you're going to do it. And then they'll tell you, oh yeah, I'll be available at that time. I'll be ready for you. So that's what you do.
Okay. Okay, well, I sure will. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any other questions?
I have a question for you, Brandon.
Yes.
I've been marketing for a while, and I'm not really sure what the best tools are for the ones that are out there and maybe having a challenge with it. But what I've suggested for my team is that we get the Vistaprint business cards so that we can get cards out everywhere with the sale plan on it, so they can just drop them off at restaurants, grocery stores. I don't care where. People everywhere want extra money. And I want to know if, I've used Craigslist, I've used LinkedIn, I've used Facebook, but what do you think is the best tool for people that are new coming into this business?
Okay. First and foremost, there is no right or wrong way. There's only mastering a way. So, for example, I don't do any of that. I don't do the postcards, I don't do the business cards, I don't do Craigslist, I don't do sticky notes. Does that mean that they don't work? No, they work. I just don't use them. I've mastered Facebook and YouTube. So for people who are not internet savvy, this is what you got to know who you're dealing with. I have a Latino organization out here in California, and it's like pulling teeth to get them onto a team calls and webinars. They just don't do it. They'd rather draft out in the rain on a weeknight and sit down face to face with you. Right? So for them, what they want to do is offline marketing. So they want to go to vista print. They want to business cards and postcards. They want to pass them out to people and put them on windshields. And yes, that stuff works. That's easy to do. It's duplicatable. Here's the deal, though. That doesn't guarantee you're going to get instant results. You will get results, but it takes time in doing it on a consistent basis. Same with internet marketing. So what I would tell a new person is, let's start you all with first, let's talk to everybody that you know. Let's reach the people that you know. While that, you need to commit to learning a skill. Now it's up to you to choose which skill you want to learn. You can't do all of them and be a master at all of them. It will take time. So choose one skill for, if you say, okay, I'm going to focus on doing Craigslist, then you focus on becoming a master at Craigslist. Go on YouTube, type up Craigslist marketing, watch all the videos that other people post. We've got Craigslist advertising marketing, how to do it on our website. And so you become a master at that and then do it and then start to make some tweaks and changes based on your results. But that takes time. Here's an example. When I left network marketing, went back to a job, got laid off, ended up coming back to network marketing, it was a different animal. And the internet was here. And everybody was using the internet. And I said, there's got to be a better way than me just trying to reach people in my community face to face. I want to be able to reach the world. And somehow, this internet thing can make it happen. So I joined a program. At that time, the top one was called MLM Lead System Pro. And it had an affiliate, and this is the only thing I hate about these type of programs. But it's an affiliate where, if you sign somebody else up who wants to learn tools to build their business, you're going to make money too. I didn't care about that. I wanted to try to make money off of Lead System Pro. I wanted to learn skills so I know how to market my business. So that's when I started hearing about, you need to make a video. You need to have a website with a capture page. You need to start posting your videos on Facebook. And so I said, okay. So then I started doing videos. And I started posting on Facebook. I didn't want to post on Facebook during that time. The reason why I didn't want high school buddies finding out where I'm at. I like to be by myself. And contrary to popular belief, I'm an introvert. I'm not sociable. I can be very sociable, but I'm not. It's not my nature. I want to be left alone. Well, I had to step out of my comfort zone. I had to talk to people. I had to get out there and make some videos. And I mastered it. But does that mean that, let's say if I decided, I'm going to learn to blog. And I want to learn to blog, I just haven't had time to do so. But if I chose blogging over YouTube at the time, I'd be a master blogger. And I would still be getting results from that. So you tell a new person, let's do the basics. The basics is, let's talk to the people you already know. That's the first step. The second step is, let's teach you a skill. Are you comfortable with the internet? Yes or no? No. Are you willing to learn? No. Okay, then we're going to have to use a different marketing technique. Let's master how to use, postcards and flyers and sticky notes and stuff. Let's do that. Like my group out here, they're always involved in marathons and 5K runs. So they're making flyers at the next 5K, And the next, like the LA Marathon, they're just going to go out there and pass it out to everybody wearing a Vitel shirt and a Vitel hat to get the message out. So there is no magic button, no magic pill. It's an individual thing, but I hope that helps.
I have a quick question. You mentioned to generate income quickly to market the Vitel Benefit Network. But what are the other ways? Can you sort of bring that more into focus also? That the platinum and the diamond persons that come into the business, because my understanding, the company does not pay you for signing persons up. You have to market the products for either the Vitel Benefit Network. But if folks are not doing that, what are the other ways that you can start generating income off of those persons that you have signed up as diamonds as well as platinum?
Okay, here's another way. Let's say they don't get the BBN, but can they still earn money? Yes, they can still earn a fast start money by signing up a customer, like the $35 unlimited talk, text, and web. You're going to get a $25 bonus every time you sign up a customer. So if someone says, if I don't see value in the BBN, I can at least raise money till I can get it myself. Or if I don't want to get it at all, I can sell the product and services so it adds up to $50 in volume. It just is going to take a lot of customers. So what you want to do is go to on the home page, on the tab that says company, and below that you will see compensation plan. Open that up, and you'll see a PDF file on all of our other products and services. The most important thing you want to look at when you look at those files is CV value. Every single product has a CV value. For example, the Wi-Fi hotspot. If somebody sells that, you're going to get a $25 CV value. However, that's a one-time value because they're only paying $89 for the Wi-Fi one time. And then every month, if they're paying $9.95 or $49.95, they're only getting a percentage of that value. So CV volume could be $10, $15, $4. And so as long as you have CV volume over $50, you will get paid on your entire organization if you are a platinum. So if someone wants to generate the income without the VPN, the fastest way I would say is either selling the Wi-Fi hotspot and selling the $35 unlimited talk, text, and web cell phone plan. Does that make sense?
Yes, and thank you.
No problem. Yeah, but make sure you pull up that compensation file so you can see, well, what if someone wants to go out there and just sell security systems? Or they want to sell a bunch of prepaid cells. Like Chris McCoy, for example, he would qualify and never have to sell a VPN because he has so many customers, and it adds up. But somebody like myself, who is not very big on getting a whole lot of customers, the Wi-Fi does it for me. The VPN does it for me. All right. Any questions?
Hello, Brandon. This is Bruce Lott. It's a three-way call. Do you first that recorded call, then do the actual three-way call with the upline, or do you send them directly to the recorded webinar and then do the three-way with the...
Either or. If you want to use a recorded call, it does the same thing as a recorded presentation. Either or. Okay. I just want to make sure that they are exposed before they get on the line for a three-way. So the first thing you want to have, you get on the line with three-way, and you're like, great, so tell me what you like about Vitel. They're like, well, what is it? What do you do? So now, you're kind of stuck having to give a presentation over the phone one-on-one, and that is the worst thing to do. But you want them to be exposed.
But you find both just as productive?
That's right.
Okay.
The presentation does it a little bit more.
Okay.
Getting more. The recorded call is what, 3 to 5 minutes long? The recorded presentation is something they actually see, and they're looking at the visual of it and hearing it, and that's 15 minutes long.
Okay.
That does more, but either way, that's fine. In fact, what happens, somebody sees the recorded presentation, you can actually end up closing them into the business. If somebody just hears the recorded call, then the next step is, okay, now on this three-way, I want to invite you to a live presentation so you can see more information.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? All right, great. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. And on the schedule tomorrow, we have 10 p.m. Eastern Time is the next live webinar with Dr. Michael Smith Sr. 10 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Make it a goal to have somebody on. Push yourself all day. I need to have one guest on this presentation. And that's what your focus is on. All right, thank you guys for joining us. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.